What's going on, guys? We are back here with another Aetherdrift. Wait, this isn't standard. What's going on here? What are these cards? Smuggler's Copter, Godless Shrine, Thoughtseize, Fatal Push? I've been listening and reading your comments in a lot of the videos over the past couple of weeks, and a lot of you guys seem to be interested in some Pioneer content. Now, I will say, this isn't quite Pioneer. This is Explorer, Arena's version of Pioneer for people who haven't seen it before. It's still missing a couple of cards. Not a ton, but a couple of cards that eventually maybe we'll get on Arena. Who knows how long that's going to take. But I wanted to kind of take a little bit of a break from Standard and Modern, because playing those over and over again gets a little stale after a while. And I wanted to really try out this zombies deck that I kind of highlighted in the metagame breakdown video that I uploaded a couple of days ago, and go check that out if you haven't seen it. And this deck just it spoke to me, I guess is the best way to put it. So I'm going to kind of go over the cards because you may have not seen a lot of these before. So Champion of the Perished. This is a 1/1 for 1. Whenever another zombie ETBs, put a counter on it. So pays you off for having a lot of cheap zombies, which this deck does have, and ways to make tokens, which this deck has multiples of. Pretty straightforward card. Crypt Breaker is kind of your card advantage engine, where you can discard cards to make 2/2 zombies, and then you can tap 3 zombies to draw a card and lose a life. Again, plays very well with a whole bunch of cheap creatures, and is a way to kind of fulfill itself, where you can discard cards, make additional zombies, even if you don't have any creatures left over, and those creatures can then be tapped to draw more cards. There's weird situations when you have like Crypt Breaker and the ability to attack for like 2 or 3 damage or draw 1 card. Most of the time, you're probably going to want to be drawing a card up until the point where it starts getting, okay, well, now I could attack for 6 or 7 or draw a card. Once you get to around those numbers, then it's probably better to attack. But early on, you're going to mostly be drawing cards with this and just not attacking the early couple of turns. Dread Wanderer, probably the worst card in the deck, but is a way to fill the curve. It's a 1-drop. It's awkward that it comes in tapped because you can't tap it the turn that you play it for Crypt Breaker, but you can block with it and then later on get it back with its ability. Fatal Push and Thoughtseize, even though even the standard players probably know what these cards are. Fatal Push, best kill spell in Pioneer. Thoughtseize probably might be the best card in Pioneer, just full stop. Dark Salvation is a weirdo, but a very cool card. This is... trying to think of the best way to describe this. It's very hard because it does so many things, where if you have enough zombies in play, you can cast it for just a single mana, have X equals 0. You don't make any zombies, but you just pay 1 mana to kill their creature. And then every additional 2 mana you invest into it gives you a zombie. So if you have 5 mana, you can make 2 zombies and then kill something. 3 mana, make 1 zombie, kill something. So the really good part about this card is its flexibility, where I would say probably like 70 to 75% of the time, it's just a 1 mana kill spell, which is very efficient, but it gives you a little bit of flood insurance, which is pretty nice. And then as far as the 2s are concerned, we do have an Aetherdrift card in here, which happens to be a zombie, and happens to be quite a good zombie. So start your engines. Zahur Glorious Past is the card that we're talking about here. You can sack a creature to surveil 1, and you only activate that once per turn, which is notable and a little bit sad. And once you have max speed, every time a non-token you control dies, you get a 2/2 zombie. So once you have max speed, which is pretty easy to do when you have this many 1-drops, you can start kind of replacing, the zombies replace themselves when your opponent is casting removal spells or trading in combat. Wayward Servant, pretty important as a way to kill your opponent outside of combat damage. Also works very well when you're making multiple creatures a turn, like Crypt Breaker, and also works very well with Zahur, because if you have Servant in play, when Zahur enters the battlefield, you get start your engines as a state-based effect, but then the Servant also triggers, which means you immediately go to speed 2. So it works very well with that. Relentless Dead, kind of a weirdo, but it's basically when it dies, you can pay a black to get it back to your hand, and then you can also pay X to return another zombie from your graveyard to the battlefield with mana value X. So is something that you don't necessarily want to play on turn 2 if you're playing against a deck with a lot of kill spells. You might want to hold up Wait till you get to 3 mana, you can play this with a black open to get it back to your from your graveyard. Only one Smuggler's Copter. It's not a zombie, but it is a very, very good magic card, but you don't have a ton of room for non-zombies. And then Slasher, fantastic card, especially against a pile of removal spells. It's really hard for them to kill this thing. When they kill it, it comes back and is a way to sort of close out a game where you're not really attacking that much, which those games frequently do happen due to the presence of Crypt Breaker, so kind of helps mitigate that a little bit. You'll notice we're playing a zombie deck, and there's not a single Mutavault in the deck list. Now, I think that is kind of intentional because we do have a second color, so we need white mana for both Zahur and Wayward Servant and sideboard cards. And you have a lot of 1-drops. Like, look at how many 1-mana cards we have. If you have a hand that has maybe 2 black sources and a Mutavault, you might not be able to double spell on turn 2 or turn 3. And when you're playing a deck with this many 1-drops, you can't really afford to do that. So that's pretty much it for the main deck. As far as the sideboard is concerned, you have Kalitas, really good against creature decks, just gives you more zombies. Liliana, fantastic against control. You have some kill spells for the red decks, Duress for the control decks, Crippling Fear, a very good sweeper against aggressive decks. Just choose a creature type and give everything that's not that type -3/-3. You're probably going to want to choose zombies. And then Leyline for a little bit of graveyard hate. Now, before we get into the video, I just want to say, again, I've seen a lot of comments in YouTube videos over the past couple of weeks with a lot of people asking for Pioneer content. How well this video does is going to depend on whether or not we do additional Pioneer content in the future. So I need a lot of help from you guys. Just let me know in the comments if this is something you're interested in. Like the video, just please, I want to hear your feedback on this. And again, if the video does well, maybe some more Pioneer content in the future. But the YouTube algorithm is kind of weird sometimes, where if you do something like standard very consistently for a long period of time and then switch formats, it could kind of mess up the algorithm a little bit. So hope this video does well, because I'll be honest with you, I had a really good time playing Pioneer on stream a couple of days ago. But enough of me talking. Let's watch some games, shall we? I'll see you back here in just a little bit for round number 1. 40 seconds is not bad, by the way. So 24 lands. Okay, this is more acceptable. I like this. I think it's Copterino for the putback. Kind of weird to sequence this. I mean, I guess we just go Champion on 1, Zahur on 2, and then Thoughtseize Breaker on 3. But I could lead on Thoughtseize. Nah. Let's go high upside. I don't know if that's right, but if I Thoughtseize them and they have 2 kill spells, it's kind of weird. Because really, I'd only want to be Thoughtseizing them to protect my... What? Well, now I can go Cryptbreaker plus Thoughtseize. So I guess we'll Thoughtseize first. Flux Channeler. Non-creature spell, Proliferate. Top 3, Phyrexian Scriptures. Well, this card says destroy all non-artifact creatures. So I will be selecting that card. Yo, Flux Channeler, let them cook. They're doing like Proliferate stuff, Channeler, Augury. I'm here for it. I'm here for the chefery. Look, the thing you got to realize about Pioneer/Explorer is that because it's not a real format, people are just doing whatever the fuck they want. You could honestly argue that Explorer/Pioneer might be like the format where you're allowed to do more than any other format, you know? Because like people are just doing wild stuff. Oh, that was the original? GG's. Yeah, that was that. I mean, that was a classic Eldrazi mirror where the match was decided after the dice were rolled. Draw or hit for 4? I don't want to draw. All right, what you got over there? What you got over there, Ash? Contentious plan. Okay. We'll take Big Flux. Big Flux. I don't know if I'm getting poison. I haven't figured that out. Relentless Dead. Okay, let's play that. Opponent definitely is a chef. I miss. Oh my god, I miss tapping 3 zombies to play. I miss tapping 3 zombies to draw 1 card. Oh god, dude. Just bring me back to the days where I can do that over and over and over again. Just non-stop, you know? Non-stop. How much is this? 10? All right, well, I'm actually not going to draw a card this turn. You miss Priest of Forgotten Gods? That was a banger, too. Some people still play that card in, like, the Jund Sacrifice decks. All right, what are they cooking? Am I going to get Aetherized? No. The answer is no. Maybe you could do, like, Amber, Opal, Emery with Kefis? That could be a thing. Yeah, I mean, early winners from the Breach Ban would, for me, would be Energy and Eldrazi, because those are 2 decks that have a horrendous Breach matchup. But that would be like my and if I was just specifically looking at like what is going to be the best deck the week or 2 after the Breach Ban, probably Energy or Eldrazi. Oh yeah, Tamiyo's another cheap flyer for the MTGOs too. It is black-white zombies, yeah. Isn't Blink in that poll too? I don't know. Blink Blink gets destroyed by Eldrazi is what I'm worried about. Like that matchup is so bad from the Blink side of things. How do I want to do this turn? Let's play this. I don't know what they're cooking over there. Play this so I can get more speed. Gotta go fast. Oh, you can't see the speed thing now. Hold on. Well, it's cutting it off a little bit. Not by much, but enough to annoy me. Chainsaw. Chainsaw Zahur. All right, rip to my zombie cat lord. Did you know that it's a zombie and a cat? I want this on black, right? Crypt Breaker. I'll draw a card. It's the best thing about playing zombies is when in doubt, just draw a card. Like if you're not sure about what you should do, whether or not you should attack or do something else, just draw a card. Like you can never go wrong. You really can't. We did get Pyroclasmed, which kind of stinks. Not gonna lie, but decent follow-up. Yo, they can proliferate chainsaw. Stop. Oh wait, they can proliferate my slasher. That's kind of funny. If they have proliferate spells in hand, we're in fine shape. Yeah, I mean we're still miles ahead. Okay, we do have max speed if we can find seconds to her, which is nice. They're also kind of just dead next turn. Arch? Wait, what? You're not supposed to have a 6/6. The hell's that? Huh? I mean, I'll offer the trade. Inch my life. I'll take 2. A clean 2-piece. And they're still kind of dead next turn, right? Do you think that Archfiend of the Dross has opposable thumbs to yield the chainsaws? Dude, how many chainsaws do you own? How many do you need? Okay, they're at 8. I count 7 damage. Okay. They go to Juan. They go to Juan. They're gonna counterspell my Thoughtseize. No, not my Thoughtseizes. Yo, I needed those. I was gonna draw more Thoughtseizes. Come on, man. Test of Talents. It's good against Dark Salvation. I'll give him that. No more Dark Salvations for me. Should compare the prices of Mystery Booster 2 Wasteland versus any other printing. The Mystery Booster 2s are white-bordered, correct? Could we die? Well, the thing about that, Alex, is you can die at any point. Like at any day that you wake up in the morning, you know, any day, any day, anytime. So the answer to your question is a little bit deeper than, you know, yes. So I want to take a day off standard to like try something else, you know? Has anybody tried cooking Hollow One and Pioneer since Mako? I'm going to go to Goldfish and see if I can find a list. Is that an elf deck? Ayo. I mean, if anybody has a Hollow One deck, that is something that we haven't tried. And I haven't really tried it since Mako, and I'm assuming Mako probably makes it like a little bit better, you know? Yeah, I remember Tom came up to me the last time I was at TJ's, and he had mentioned he wanted to have more Pioneer events, so... I got no decks found. Kind of sad. Realm Walker. What do we do here? I really have to save the Salvation for the Realm Walker. So I think I just go Servant Pass. Drawing 2 slashers kind of sucks. But I can't imagine not killing the Realm Walker here. I finally did watch Kibler's standard video where he suggested banning Monstrous Rage and Up the Beanstalk, which I agree with, but I think if you're hitting those 2 decks, you also kind of have to hit the bounce deck. Because if you, like, let's be honest, if you decide that you wanted to ban Up the Beanstalk and Monstrous Rage, but you don't touch the Pixie deck, like, the format's going to be 60% Pixie. Come on, you know? You have to hit something from the bounce deck if you're going to hit the other 2 big decks. No, I don't think it had Fervent Champion. It's the if you want to look at the list number, it's the Crusher Bot list from the latest challenge. I can just kill everything, right? So we go here, trigger, 0, confirm, this, 0, confirm, this. Draw a card or hit for 5. You know the answer. There's really only one answer. Come on. You think I'm gonna attack for 5? Get out of here. I don't have it in me to give up an extra card for 5 damage. Okay, let's put it the other way. Like, okay, if you were in a spot where you could just pay 5 life to draw a card, like once per turn, would you do that? You would pay 5 life to draw a card, wouldn't you? I mean, I know I would. They are kind of going wide Joel here. And they're getting priority, which means they probably have Cord in hand. You wouldn't just download a card, would you? Okay, now I think I can just hit with this. Oh, sure. You're saying it's better. I gotcha. Oh, opponent. Opponent, you don't want to do that. Unfortunate. Rip. That's not going to work out for you that well. That one's not going to work out for you that well. Okay. You're getting Elf? Chord for a Lord. They can only chord for one. Ghoul. See, and I can still draw a card. Am I excited for the Chappelle Roan Secret Lair coming in Pride Month? No comment. All right, give me a card. Uno card, por favor. How do you get the title Veteran Explorer? Oh, probably from playing Explorer, right? Well, maybe I'll get that title today. That is how that works, huh? 500 games? Do you think we can get in 500 games of Explorer today? Chapel Roan. Okay, gotcha. Nihilius, thank you for the 18-month resub. Welcome back to Hilius. We never have to attack. I mean, I have a 7/7. I'm attacking with that. But I am giving up one card. Nah. All right, fine. I'll give up one card for a 7/7, okay? I guess if I'm doing that, then I do this too. They only have 6 mana, so they can't use the War Master. Yeah, they could have a second chord here because they're getting priority, but they only have 6 mana, which they can't activate the War Master with. So I guess they can chord for a Lord, maybe? Is that their plan? Why attack with the 2/2? I mean, I'm pretty happy to trade this for any one of these, like either this or any two of these. It's a good trade for me, so might as well. $1.2 games a minute. Well, if you played best of one mono red, you could do it, right? What is the fastest way to play 500 games of Pioneer in 7 hours? Okay, let's assume that for okay, hold on, I'm gonna do some math here. All right, math time. Calculator. Okay, ready for this? This is now a math stream. Okay, 500 hours or 500 games. Hold on. Back up. 7 hours times 60 minutes an hour is 420 minutes. 500 divided by 420. You have to play one game every 1.2 minutes. So you have what? 75 seconds to play a game. I'm not sure that's possible now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, the loading times too. Oh, that's a good point. So you have to factor in loading times. Yeah, you're probably right. Full traditional matches. Well, no, I think the veteran explorer thing only counts games, not matches. I think, but I'm not positive. You're at 10. I mean, I just don't have to attack them. I'm just gonna pass. You have to play 1.2 games per minute, not one game per... Oh, I did it the wrong way then. Okay. 1.2 games per minute. Okay, so 50 seconds per game then, basically, or something like that. I mean, that's doable, right? I told you it never was a math stream. They courted for Tyvar. Tyvar the Pummeler. He pummels. I don't know if you know that. Tyvar does, in fact, do a lot of pummeling. I don't... I forgot how much I miss tapping 3 zombies to draw a card. It feels so good. Feels unbelievably good. Cancel. Let's do this first. Does turn 0 concede count as a game? Oh, so if I just conceded 500 games in a row, then it'd be fine. It's time to spam good game. No, I'm not going to do that. Come on, stop. I'm not that guy, okay? I'm just drawing some cards. I'm just going to draw. I'm going to draw my whole deck. What kind of amazing format allows for Crypt Breaker to be playable? It is the format that shall not be named. If you speak its name, the Pinkertons will come after you. So you can't actually say the name of the format. See how low the mythic rank can go? People have tried that. I think Ash played against somebody at one point who was 0% mythic. Or like, yeah, like actual 0% mythic. They just tanked their ranking all the way down as much as they could. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know if they count, like, if you just immediately concede games, does that still count towards the title? I don't think it does. Oh, is a bug? You sure about that? There are definitely people who have, like, there's probably some Reddit post out there about somebody who just, you know, hey, did you know that if you concede every single game you ever play, you can get to 10% mythic or something? There's got to be a Reddit post somewhere. Choose a creature type. Creatures that aren't of the chosen type get -3/-3 until end of turn. It's not bad. Probably not a Thoughtseize matchup. And Copter can go. Kind of wish I had like one more good cheap kill spell. I mean, I have Dark Salvation Fatal Push, so maybe I don't need more than that. Try this. I'm gonna Google it real quick. I'm just gonna Google how low in Mythic can you go? How low Mythic in Arena can you go? Mythic player, yeah. Of course, the first result is a Reddit post. The Reddit post is just what's the lowest you've seen, you know? Saw 70, 77. The lowest I've seen was 69%. Nice. Yeah, I don't know, maybe you can't go like too low. I don't know. There has to be a number, right, of like how low you could actually go. You got a job after searching since October. W. Yeah, but I think that was a bug, the 0%er, because we were talking about that, but I don't think that person was actually 0%. I think it was just a visual bug. You've seen 5%. I don't think I've seen anything below 70. Can drop below 0. Well, I mean, how could you drop below 0? Like there's got to be a punishment, right? You know? That sounds like a challenge. Well, I mean, I don't want to do it on my main account, but I could make a second account that's just trying to get to Mythic and see how low I can go every single month. That could be an idea. They send someone to your house? Yeah, the Pinkertons. How am I being toxic? I'm giving everybody a free win. How is that being toxic? What do you mean? That's like the complete opposite of toxic. every single person I play against just gets a free win. That I'm just handing out candy, you know? Can you explain what Pioneer is? The bot can definitely do a better job of explaining if you type !explain Pioneer. Better than I could ever do. They have 2 cards in hand. I kind of want to just pass. I'm just going to pass. When will this fake format be playable again? It's playable right now. It's on your screen in front of your very own eyes. I promise you, for the folks at home who have been begging me for Pioneer content for the past 6 months, this is not an illusion. This is real. I'm here in front of you, and we are playing the Pioneer format. Well, actually, we're playing Explorer, but it really is happening. I wish I had like one of those I don't, what do you call those things that like a hypnotist? I wish I had one of those. Like, this is not an illusion. You are watching Pioneer. What do they call those things? There's got to be a name for them, right? Holding up 4 mana is kind of sus. Are they called pendulums? I thought they were called something else. Okay. This deck has felt pretty good so far. Now, to be fair, I've played 2 matches. One has been against Grixis Proliferate, and the second has been against Elves. So, you know, take this with a grain of salt. But this deck has felt pretty good so far. Speaking of pendulums, this better be what I think it is. How did you not request Slam? Come on, somebody's got to request Slam. All right, Crippling Fear. Crippling Fear. You're sad you didn't get to play versus Dingo? That's got to be a good matchup for Mill, right? You have main deck. You just have main deck surgicals. Any genre you're feeling? The usual stuff. Dude, I will say I like a lot of different music. I'm not very picky when it comes to music. The only music that I will absolutely always no sir is country music, but as long as you're not requesting like Garth Brooks and stuff, then I'm good. I'm chilling. Merengue it is. Yeah, I'm down. I'd be in for merengue. What about Taylor Swift? I'm totally fine with Taylor Swift. I have no issues with Taylor Swift. You know, Monstrous Rage would be on that list in standard, et cetera, you know? Like, if this card is in your deck, you must play 4 copies. Like, they're just building good decks for you at that point, you know? I would like to seize your thoughts. First name, Andy. Huh. I don't know what I want to take. Kind of want to take Oath. Hope they miss land drops. It's probably not a great idea, but I don't know. Taking Kira's kind of weird because they don't even have a 3rd land yet. Like, they currently can't do anything on 2. Also, taking Oath means they have less looks at Nykthos. That's a huge pickup. Well, not really, because I'm going to do this turn. Target a player, target a creature. Well, hold on. Is it better to just... No, that's stupid. I was going to say, is it better to do this for 0 and then make a zombie with Crypt Breaker? But it's the exact same thing, but I just discard a card for no reason. It's actually not better to do that, now that I think about it. Okay, we have push for that. No attack. Now I'm drawn. I'm not attacking, I'm drawn. I can attack this turn, right? I can attack with 1 creature. So I'm giving up 2 damage for a card, which is more than fine. Yeah, this game's over. I mean, it feels over. What if I hive 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 12? Yeah, I don't think they have outs if I just hive, right? Oh, they have... Well, no, if they had Besage, they would have played it as a land, right? So they can play a 3-drop. This song is a vibe. I did not know that Pendulum did a song with In Flames. It's pretty sick. How do I feel about Magic formats having a PBE? I don't know what PBE is. Should I know what that is? Okay, mono green devotion. Kalidas is actually good against them because the exile is really important against Cavalier and Troll. Get Lost could be okay. Duress, no. Liliana stinks. It's like maybe Get Lost or Sheltered could be okay. Is there anything that I don't want that I could cut for Get Lost or Sheltered? I mean, maybe Zahur? Let's try cutting Zahur for Sheltered. Formats having a public beta environment. So how would that even work? Like people would... So like they would propose a hypothetical ban list and then people would test that ban list before it gets fully announced. Is that what you're suggesting? Is that a good idea? I don't know. It's probably okay. Rip, I'm dead. What do you mean? I got a Thoughtseize. We're cooking. Well, I mean, yeah, you're saying it doesn't make sense for a paper card game, but I guess the way that they could implement that is just having like a digital... It's the best way to put this. Like whatever... Maybe you're right. I might be dead. Whenever they have... So like they have a window where they say, okay, we're considering banning this card so you guys can test with it for X amount of time digitally, right? And then the digital testers play the format with the hypothetical ban list. And then from there, they decide, okay, whether or not they actually want the... You know what I mean? Oh, fuck. I forgot they could cast that. All right, let's go to game 3. I'm good. I'm good. Be a space for people to test potential bans and unbans. It's probably okay. I just don't know exactly how you would implement that. All right. I'm on the play. I mean, Thoughtseize, Fatal Push, and Slasher's gotta be good enough, right? Can you stop? I was gonna say their hand sucks, but they have Nick, though, so their hand does not suck. Hold. Yeah, well, I mean, I think what they could do is if they wanted to do that, they could implement that on MTGO. And like the way they would do that, you know how they have like different queues or whatever, they could just have a set, like a whatever, a set ban list for that queue, and then change the ban list as the with whatever potential changes they were thinking about. You know what I mean? They could probably do that, but do they even want that? Like, do they want the community? Because the weird thing about that, like, think about it this way, right? If they're thinking about, I didn't think they would block. I should have played this first. If they were thinking about, like, say, unbanning some ridiculously expensive card, it's like they're giving people information prior to when, you know what I mean? So it's like this weird, you get into the situation where like people are like, oh, they're thinking about unbanning card X. Let's go buy 100 copies of card X. And then somebody does that, crashes the market. It's just like, I don't even know how you would do that. It seems not possible, right? Because you would have to give people in the community certain, you know, like information that they didn't have access to. Okay. Uh you could have flipped that, couldn't they have? I mean, they were still dead anyways, right? Even if they flipped, wouldn't matter. Am I stupid? Are they dead on board, right? I'm just like, sounds good. Keep this. Planes go, huh? I deploy Crypt Breaker. What does planes go, huh? We'll never know. I mean, I have to imagine Fatal Push is good against planes go, right? Like, it's so weird. I really don't. I've been thinking about this a lot over the past couple of days, and I was thinking about it more today after watching Kibler's video. I agree with him. Like, I do think that Up the Beanstalk and Monstrous Rage, get the fuck out of here. But I'm also concerned that if you only ban those two cards, the format is just all pixie mirrors. Like, can is there a playable deck if you leave all of the pixie stuff legal and ban Rage Beans? Is there like a single playable deck that has a favorable matchup into pixie? You have to, right? Like, you have to do that. Can't sack itself, right? Yeah. Still. Deck. Any trades? Yeah, I don't know. I was kind of on the fence earlier, but then I watched Kibler's video and he made a lot of really good points. When you hear it, sometimes when you hear something like that from a different perspective, you kind of have like a more sort of understanding. It's on his YouTube. Oh, this is this Bluegrass Master. This is Bluegrass Master Puppets. Fuck yeah. That's so good. I've never heard this before, but it's awesome. Dude, I can't beat any of these cards. What the fuck? Bruh. Hmm. Exile the book is all these, put it like counter angel against killing this game, I'm taking this. You ever just cast Thoughtseize and then immediately concede the game? I was thinking about it. Yeah, the thing about Slasher is Slasher does not care how much life you gain, so Slasher can maybe beat this. Red and Domain has more of a chokehold in the format than Pixie. I don't disagree with you, because the red decks and the domain decks are much more at the extremes of the format, right? Where they push you in vastly different directions, where in order to have a chance against red, you have to play a pile of removal, but in order to have a chance against domain, that pile of removal is unplayable. So there's not really a good way to balance that. The thing about Pixie is not the most aggressive deck, and it does not have the best late game, but it does have the best combination of both, where it has those very fast starts involving involving Pixie and Nightmare and all that stuff, and it still has really good late game. Like the late game of Town Talent over and over again is very good. So even though it's not the most efficient at either end, it just plays both roles so well. And it's really hard to sideboard against Pixie. Like everybody's like, oh, you can just play for Bayloss. They just board out their nightmares. And people do that constantly. Like you say it's easy to sideboard against Pixie. I completely disagree. I don't think it's easy at all. And it's the reason it's not easy is because they're so good at playing both roles. Righteous Valkyrie. Are we winning this race? I have no idea. Nine, 5, 2. Probably not, because they have the stupid Resplendent Angel. We're not playing Bloodletter. The curve stops at Slasher. I think in order for me to have a chance this game, I need them to block the Dread Wanderer. But they didn't last turn, which means they're probably not going to this turn. Never mind. Hey, really? Okay. Pause. Although I guess the problem is they get to keep one Valk. So they just go Resplendent with Valka. But if we can find a kill spell, maybe. It's maybe doable. Kind of surprised they blocked the Slasher there. No, I know. That's why killing one Valk was important. That's bad. That's definitely bad. Okay. Well, they only hit one Resplendent, which is doable. Huge. They're 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can do everything, right? Crew this, animate this, still have push up. Oh, I have Urborg, it's fine. I'm like, dude, did that really just happen? I'm like, surely not, but I forgot that I had Urborg. Rare Arena W right there. I'm feeling pretty good if they'd let me push the Valk this turn. Substees. Okay, Valk pushed. All right, hold. All right, what do you got? Oh, Zoso is definitely doing a lot of math. Okay. Bishop resolves. Well, they're not dead because we don't get to untap the Slasher this turn. So we can't kill them this turn. Did we do force a block on the Angel, though, which is nice, right? No, we don't. Oh, no, we do, because I can attack with these three. Right? They can bounce off of this, but then they have to block one of these two with this. That's good. Oh, I know that for sure. If they just didn't let me get Revolt, I would have lost this game very easily. Like, the turn that they block with both Skyclaves. So now I can put them to 1. This. Right, because they put the Bishop on the Wanderer. No, they can't put Bishop on Wanderer. Because if they do that, they die. That is 6 damage. Okay, well, they could just take lethal, I guess. You can't do that. That's not allowed. Victory. If this Crypt Breaker dies, saying is real bad, but I'm gonna keep it. Rusty's on Yorion, so probably the bounce deck. Kazul's Toll Collector has won a Pioneer Challenge. Crusherbot plays that deck a lot. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot. What? I guess they're doing like Blink stuff, right? They probably have Steel Seraph. All right, please don't kill the Crypt Breaker. I can't win if you do. Charming Prince. Yeah, not the bounce I expected. Absolutely not. One top, one bottom. Ooh. Well, I was gonna Salvation, but now I guess I will just go Champion plus Mega Token. Seems a little bit better and save this for something more relevant than a 2/2. Don't kill my Crypt Breaker. Wait, that's your play? Pick up Bird? Burge, please. I mean, I still kind of want to save the Salvation. But Salvation lets me attack for 3 this turn. Enduring Innocence plus Crypt Breaker. Ooh. Let him cook. Let him cook. You know what? I lied. I'm just gonna draw a card. All right. I'm saving this Dark Salvation. I think they got bigger plans for this Charming Prince, and I'm a little bit worried about what they could have. So I'm gonna play a little scared right now. I'm a little scared. Yeah, just make a token every turn, and you can Crypt Breaker on their turn to trigger the Innocence on their turn. How many white sources would you need to reliably cast Innocence on 3? Like, could we just put it in the Zombies deck? You can play 16 dual lands. At least 2 has been called. That is an accurate. That is accurate. Yes. Okay, I guess I should have made a token main phase. Oops. X equals 1. Take 8, go to 11. Okay. Luminarch Aspirant. Okay, I'm with you. No. You know what? I'm going to remove this song from the playlist. Right click. Remove from playlist. Rip. No. Yeah, has been removed. You have a 3/3? That's not fair. They put 3/3 on 2/2, 2/2 on 1/1, and they would take 4, 7, 9. That's 11. They can't do that. Honestly, I think this is just fine. Like, they don't really have great blocks here. So what, they're going to chump the Charming? Yeah, that's fine. Take 9. 9. I told you have no good blocks. I wasn't lying to you, Rusty. This is fine. Take 7, kill the Aspirant. And they're at 4. They have 2 blockers. I have 4 attackers next turn. I mean, we didn't come here to not turn my card sideways. I guess I play the champion pre-combat, because it does pump the other one just in case that matters. GG. Farmed. Which Pioneer bounce decks have I played? Well, I haven't played Pioneer in a couple of weeks. I did try both Blue, Black, and Esper, like the first week that they started popping up. I think I liked Blue, Black more, just because the mana was a little bit... Obviously, I mean, honestly, 3-color mana in Pioneer is fine. It's not that bad, but it is a little bit more painful against the prowess decks. So I leaned a little bit towards Blue, Black, but they're both fine. But I don't have a ton of experience with them. Mono, white, Aspirant, prototype, flicker stuff. So we want things that kill large things. These kill large things. Got Thoughtseize. No. Cunning Thoughtseize is kind of weird because they're like an A plus B deck. A being prototype, B being flicker. I'm gonna do this. Just getting to flicker, you know, this hand's great. Getting to flicker like Nightmare, Nowhere to Run. What? Oh, God. Don't even get me started. It's like the best Yorion deck ever. Maybe not as good as 4-color Omnath, like during Astrolabe time, but... You want to try Bounce in Modern? Well, I mean, I would say probably if we had Yorion, I could buy it, but without Yorion, it seems kind of tough. Also, what are the modern cards that you even get, you know? Like what are the potential upgrades if like for modern, you know? Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Well, I guess you can go Solitude, hold priority, town, bounce my Solitude. Maybe you're onto something. Archon of Emeria. Wait. Fuck off. Come on, man. It's bullshit. All my lands come into play tap. That's not fair. I could have killed it, but I could just kill it next turn. Because if I kill it this turn, I can't draw a card. didn't say you wanted to do something better. Sure, that's fair. Flicker Wisp on my Storm Chaser's talent. Now you're speaking my language. Everything about you. No blocks. I'll take it. Yeah, pay 4 mana, rebuy by Ephemerate. I like the way you think. Zahur's muscles have muscles. And those muscles also have more muscles. This sounds like a Vile deck that won't play enough creatures. Wait, you're telling me that you can't Violence Storm Chaser's talent? I mean, it's 1 mana and it's a creature. You should be able to. Would a judge allow that? It's probably one judge that would. They flickered their Ambitious Farmhand. Zahur. It's built like the canon chested captain American comic book cover that's always memed on. Do you have a picture? I want to take a look. I can't remember. I don't know which one you're referring to. I think I probably have an idea, but So the issue with Thoughtseizing first is if I Thoughtseize first to take their flicker, then I can't actually kill the Archon. So I think I'm just gonna do this first. Make them use the blink spell now. Parting Gust their Archon. Okay. Hold on. Hold, please. So their Archon's coming back end of turn, which means I will do this. I guess we have to try and race. So let's Sheltered Zahur kill the Charming Prince, then hit with these two. Hit them for 6. I think this is good. And then next turn, when the Archon comes back, we can get lost it again. Yeah, all right, you get that back. It is a 3/4. Keep that in mind. All right, I'm trying to get this thing over here. I think I have to add as a media file. Or maybe it just doesn't... Maybe it doesn't support the file type. Whatever. Yeah, I can't add it. But what I can do... I figured it out. I found the way, okay? I found the way around this. They are not attacking. All right. Get lost your Archon. Oh, nothing? Nothing? Wait, now I can't find the window. What am I doing? Professional streamer, by the way. Why can't I find the window? I'm losing it. All right, I can't figure this out. I'm having a tough time over here. What do you do? Exert, make a 1/1. Thoughtseize you. What you got over there, Rusty? Show me the goods. Archon, Yorion. The Yorion, they can get just a land, but the 4/5 might be more of a problem. Take the Yorion. And then we go shock. No attacks. Pass. Discard Crypt Breaker. Yeah, discard Crypt Breaker, then draw a card. I should discard now in case they draw a kill spell, because I don't want them to respond to me being a zombie. Oh yeah, speed 2. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, I forgot about that. Forgot about speed 4. Zahur. Online. I don't know why I did that, but all right. Rusty is off of it. Charlie, go oops. It's a weird hand. Keeping them. The plan is, by the way, I'm going to keep playing with this deck until I lose a match, and then we'll switch to the hammer deck. Is that a Regisaur Alpha? Holy. I mean, I guess I should take their land drop, right? Dinosaur Enjoyer coming in. They probably don't have sweepers, right? Dino DNA. Who was that, by the way? I feel like I should know the answer to that, but I can't remember. Dino DNA. Yeah, Rex Raptor. Rex, Regisaur, Raptor, Marauding, Alpha Raptor. I don't think it's Tyranno Hasselberry. How the hell did you cast that? Oh my god, I forgot they had 2 Citadels and a castle? Dude, we are so dead. I've never been more dead in my life. All right, do this. Is it possible I can race them? They go to 8? Well, actually, it is kind of possible, right? No shot. Come on, man. All right, fine. Turns out, narrator, we can't race them. Choose a creature type. Creatures that aren't of the chosen type get -3/-3. Something tells me we need a little bit more than that to kill dinosaurs. Huh. All right, so get lost, sheltered. Fatal Push seems terrible against them. It's kind of all I have, though. All right. Come on, man. Okay. Thoughtseize 2-drop. I'm in. You've seen the other part about playing dinosaurs, which is the part where they mulligan to 4 and then get Thoughtseized. This is the other side of it, by the way. Mull to 4, get Thoughtseized, get your Sylvan Scrying taken. At least they had a spell that I could take. I mean, what I find kind of cool about their deck is they do have Sylvan Scrying to set up the. They have Sylvan Scrying to set up the like castle double citadel, because if they have the Rex, they can just play turn 4 Rex here. Okay, that one probably has to die. Guess I can wait till they go to combat. Takes my pain away. Kill that. See, now their Tyrannex Rex has haste. I guess it's probably just better to Salvation for 1. Because holding Servant's better if they have a sweeper. Hold. I can take a hit from a Rex now. Look, their name is Charlie Go Oops, okay? I have to oops them there. It's just required. It's not BM at all. It's just, that's what has to be done. Do you think dinosaurs eat zombies? Like, if we went to the zombie apocalypse, dinosaurs would probably eat zombies, right? But would they get infected? Like, if you were a dinosaur and you ate a zombie, would that make you become a dinosaur zombie? How's that work? I need some dinosaur lore experts, or just dinosaur experts in general. I don't know why I said lore experts. That's how Rotting Regisaur was created? Oh, Rotting Regisaur was just somebody in the apocalypse who ate a zombie. I get it now. That makes more sense when you put it like that. Yeah. I never thought about it like that. You're a dino expert, but not a zombie expert? Well, you shouldn't have to be a zombie expert to answer the question about dinosaurs. Opponent said good game. Was it really a good game? I'm not sure that it was. I'm not convinced that it was.